If I say I'm going to do a roll call, I'm very sure I wouldn't finish, but acknowledging all the presence of all our VIPs here this evening, thank you so much for taking time out to join us out here, because our purpose for being here tonight is the beginning of a certain big mark that we want to make out there globally as Ghanaians. And I know in recent times, as all being industry people, we know the conversations about Ghanaian music breaking borders. We've been talking about it all this time. We want our music to go far. Not that it hasn't gone there, but we want to do better than we were doing before. And of course, for us in the media, we've been crying on, and for us and the artists as well, we've all been crying for financial support from corporate bodies to invest more in our music, into our creative arts. So tonight, if you're here and you are really thankful for the fact that Stage Entertainment has gone out here to make this thing possible, please put your hands together for yourself and to Stage A for making this happen. Thank you so much. It's been a journey, it's not easy, it's a lot of financial backbreaker, but the most important thing is that once the journey has been started, we need to go all through. Yes, we have seen what our brothers in other African countries, I don't want to mention country names, but I've seen what they're doing. We've seen how they're pulling numbers to auditoriums. It generated mass conversations across our platforms. We all spoke about it. We are putting pressure on our artists to do the same. And thanks to Stage A, we're about to make that night happen back inside the UK. So ladies and gentlemen, all those who are here, if you're going to be privileged to be there as well, let's call out all Ghanaians. And that's what's most important. Let's call out all Ghanaians, or not even Ghanaians only, but all Africans living in the UK to join, to be part of this legendary night, which is happening very soon, this last week of March. Let's call out all Africans to come and support Ghana music. We need to make a statement with our music. We need to push our music, our culture, our high life. Whichever music represents the identity of Ghana, we want to push it out there and make it global. And I know all of you out there are so in support of this quest. And we shall make it happen, inshallah. And we know that we are going to celebrate Ghana music, starting off with the legendary night and all other events that are lined up, Ghanaian events that are lined up in the UK, in the US. I've seen some of our Ghanaian artists post some shows that they're going to be at. Shouts to Pisakeda, I saw he put up something saying he was going to be on tour in the US. Shouts to Kiki and Kwame Yuji who are going to do the O2. It's not about standing divided. I know my brother Bini would say that it's not about standing divided, but most importantly, it's about all of us doing this together as Ghanaians. So ladies and gentlemen, please, one more time with a round of applause, let's welcome ourselves to this massive statement that we're about to make in the UK. Bigger than Nigeria, bigger than Kenya, bigger than South Africa, bigger than Tanzania, bigger than any country that has ever made it. And look at the lineup of artists that are going to be in the UK. That should tell you that this event is definitely going to be dope. So ladies and gentlemen, one more time, you're welcome to the press launch of the legendary night. Let's start off with our cocktails. We can all raise our glasses. Let's share our glasses, please. Proposing the toast, I know. You'll get a refill very soon. You can even pour water in there. To the celebration of Ghanaian music, please sir, can I borrow your glass? I'm not going to drink it. To the celebration of Ghanaian music, ladies and gentlemen, let's put our glasses up, proposing this toast to the future of Ghana music, going global, and even the Black Stars scoring Nigeria soon. Thank you very much. You know, once we are all here gathered at this round table or round tables, I can say that it's a chance for us to start having these narratives on exactly how we want to make this thing happen. And I'll pass the microphone on. I have one big table here, so Circuits, please, you cannot pass the mic until I've asked you to do so. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Circuits South, who is here with us this evening. Please, why don't just pick a word or two from you on your impression on this major stance that Ghana is trying to make in the UK. What do you make of it? You know, bringing about over 20 artists, you know, going there like the whole Black Star Battalion, going to bring down the curtains, rock London City, Brixton O2. We'd love to hear from you what your take on such a move. Brave, or how would you describe it?
Well, like I said, I say you're born a basso. Then what Pia you did to be a man, young fat man. If you say, and near my say, no, and I bet me, I'm your tongue. Yet he can say, and I'm before a baton on my end, near top. Into yes or no, a true rare, I was here to be called up, near Pachiro, near your walk, and then your mate, like near Mono, your children say, way, woba no wɔ hu a ne akyɛ to bi nso wɔ fie wei deɛ kakra bi deɛ deɛ aba na ne aka ne wɔ fie mo mbra mo mfa sika ne bra na at least yɛmfa artist biara a ɔbɛkɔ kakra bi a ɔbɛnya no yɛmfa ne sɛ ɔnya even $1 anaa £1 na ɔde bɛ fie a ɔde aba economy no mu nti every year yɛtumi ma artist koraa bɛyɛ 10 ɛkɔ na ɔmo kɔ perform wɔ amanɔne a sika ɔmo bɛnya ɔmo de ba ɛba economy no mu ɔmo bɛtɔ brodo ɔmo bɛtɔ kosua kelewele at least ɔmo bɛtotɔ bi ne nyinaa yɛ sika a ɛba ɔmo ɛni ti no yɛmmɔ ɔmo hyɛ dwumadie yɛmmɔ ɔmo aba so na ɔmo nyɛ no bɔ ɛma yɛ yɛhia bebree kakra.
That's it. What do you want to say to our artists when such opportunities come about? You know, what would you request or require from them or hope they do back in support for such investment that have been made, so to help us build this global dream?
All right, Jamie, that's it. Mr. McCarthy, I wish I thought, say, who be a minister now? I was idea of to say, more like an army. I don't know what or more like a black star going to play for us. Even now, yes, friends are watching. What you say? It's some any opportunities and they should just do well and make us proud. Jose,
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for welcome my brother Bullgod. I'm not done with this table. I think let me pick a word from you as well with regards to this. Now, in recent times, there was a statement that went quite viral as saying that even if you put 20 artists, Ghanaian artists together, we shall never be able to fill certain auditoriums. I don't know if you saw that article on there. Do you think is that possible? Which side do you stand? Possible, not possible, and why?
Okay. So Peter Kochi, Kochi. And artists are used to Ghana for. The American say it's not about artists let go any they call for me or two. But it's about artists no performance of put up before even the event. Now you say no artists we wait. It's a Nico O2 near Cotona and Conformaton. Now I think some artists are more than two bills. Only now wait. It's you say organizers will promote this event. And UK. They are not in Ghana, but Oko UK. A home and a conformity fee UK home a call venue. Now Obama share performance artists may put up. The best say organizers or Beko UK. No promote this event. Now Oma make that mark. Says Nigeria for it's me feel O2. Yen Ghanaian event organizers so it's me promote the legendary night no e UK. Ama also I am na baba ye news the ama I think so it's to me a push the well.
I like that. Thank you very much. Let me pass on to Caleb for a quick one. Caleb, just for the purpose of, for those of us who don't speak Cree, we speak only Ebe and Ga and Hausa and Agbani. So please, if you can also put it into English for us so that those who don't understand Cree can also help. I can't help the translation. Us being able to fill these huge auditoriums and, making that global news across major media platforms, across the world.
Inenu ajingo ye eba hiya ke artist ni yo manemi ke bieshe ni bontu kojo ke ncheda ke ya London esani many show akane ye jeme ameka me wale fe wo me eja ke number se ni wota wo ni wo create ye jeme ke wo fe lunch na ye bie ni wo te jeme ni wa fi no go similar ye jeme wo ba gbe shi when again, you shot as radio, B, TV, B, Fanny, Abawash, ni ne or Fanny was she wanted to go over Trabian. More Fanny, you only walk about her. She can't actually be a 1 town may I Jane because Jane Abasha. A war cat a bit Jane. Ghana be near the he shot as she many few concert can be a Kume London. A war Sunny. Onupa any feel show idea. Amana ni agbelemi. Ni ewa ni number say ni water because can I do English now? Listen, I felt so bad when I heard Alodia make that statement. It was so unfortunate actually. And I believe that we have the materials, we have the numbers here to pull up at the O2 if we want to do so. At this point, the artists I'm seeing on the board should all of them move in there. Why not? It's possible for us to do so. But we would want to urge organizers. Promotion is very key. It is not just sending on your WhatsApp, Twitter, and you call that promotion. Promotion has gone beyond that. So we would want to urge them to do more. And we pray that by the time the show ends, that 20,000 thing we were told we couldn't make it, we will surely make that number. Thank you.
You've been there, you've performed outside this country several times. You've heard the cry of us, demanding like media, citizens, fans, demanding so much from the artists. What would be your wish list back to us media and back to us the fans to make such a show successful and possible?
Well, thank you very much. I think to pull up such an event organizers, first and foremost, are supposed to look at the artists they are paying. I think I stand to be corrected that the mistake most of them make is you're looking at artists that have songs that are currently blazing. But that's where I have a problem with. Because you see, those who are attending that event are not necessarily people who are chasing the current songs. They have age groups that cuts across. Maybe somebody who want to come to that event enjoy songs from artists from like way back, like 20 years ago, 15 years ago. So all I'm saying is when you're having such events, put together, consider all or make it a cocktail of artists, like from generations, from like the current ones. Of course, it's not going to be just the current ones, but it has to be a mixture of those who are blazing today and some artists from the old, so that you can make it easy for my father who enjoys music from the days of Abeiku. They won't also be there. So let's look at the artists that we are building. Let us make it a balanced kind of selection, and we are good to go. I know where we can easily feel that we've been doing that, and we are going to do that.
I like that. That's the spirit.
Do one well. What to be just like 13,000, 12,000. Shatawale alone in numbers online. If they say they won't come, they will fill this place like 10 times. We just have to do it right. If we get like 10,000 capacity or 4,000 capacity, we can do one right. And that one will go. Nigeria, that guy will do one. We will do one with my small corner. We will do one well. Before we realize when people they come. So we can forget O2 Arena and forget whatever. We could do one right. If we go UK right now, we go face 5,000 people. We could do one right. And trust me, the 5,000 will carry go. The next time will be 6,000, 7,000. We're like, we pack 100,000. That's it.
Let me take extraordinary demands on event organizers that sometimes deter some of them from wanting to fly artists out of the country. What's your take on this? Wrong for artists to demand, or is it something that sometimes artists are overdoing it? What's your take on this, if you had any experience?
Okay, you know what I mean? We are here in Ghana here, and then we see people, promoters, bring in artists from different countries. They demand for 10 hotel rooms. They demand for this and that, and then they don't complain. They give them a huge sum of money as well. So what is different when you are picking us from here to different countries to perform, and then we are telling you what will make us comfortable? Because if the artist is not comfortable, you cannot give a show. Of course, I mean, sometimes you can back in. You guys can talk about it, but it's not like we're demanding that much when we see what others are going, are having when they call them for events. So I don't see that one being a problem. I think if you really want to have the artist on a show and you respect the artist as the artist respect you as well, then you guys come, to a particular point of junction so that you guys will just have a good relationship and then move on. That's it.
Today is a day that I'm saying I'm very happy because the dream and the vision and the plan that Stage A Entertainment and my good self have been having for the past 1 year gradually is materializing. And I heard people asking, are you able or will you be able to carry all these artists? And that is why we have started the whole preparation process with the Home Office. Sammy Flex, if you are doing an event like this and you don't have issues with immigration, you have to do things right.
So it takes about 6 weeks to get documentation process to go through, so that you don't have the case of artists to add their bank statement and blah blah blah. But all you need is that they go to work, and it's a work, so they need working permit. So before Stage A Entertainment contacted me, these were some of the key requirements that I asked we should get, because our industry players, our job, we don't put the money for the bank. We do the job, we get the job, we use the money to go buy land and things. You understand? So if the bank, the embassies demand bring a bank statement, we don't have it. What we have, we are entertainers, we are going to work. So you, the promoter, must get the right documents and requirements so that we can carry the bank. I mean, the good thing is that all these artists on the bill have travel experience, and the British High Commission or the Home Office, Clearance Office knows them. So it's not going to be difficult. The whole idea behind this legend night, as my brother Prior Titia said, you see, music evolves. Music evolves. And the music we're enjoying today has also evolved. And later it will change. The beat we are making today has changed. That is why a lot of people will go and sample that Ilumba song, and that is why R2Bs will go and sample Oforia Ponsa song, beat, and make it new. We cannot move forward without, our identity, the originality. Those beats, they are timeless. Anytime you put a new beat on the old beat, it gives some feel. The vibe that it come, it be something else. So all these artists, you are seeing them on the bill, by the grace of God, will do everything possible to make sure as much as we can, they will all go. And that is where we can feel our auditorium. It doesn't matter whether it's Indigo or O2 itself. What matters is that we'll have Ghanaians patronizing music of, generations, music of yesteryears. That brings those nostalgic, feeling and stuff. So that is the whole idea or the rationale behind the legend. And we also want to say that we shouldn't say artists will welcome. Music is timeless. Evolution. Reggae today, you have reggae dancehall. Dancehall was on its own and reggae was on its own. But now you have merged or you fused reggae and dancehall. It used to be, even the reggae had genres or sub-genres. You had the conscious reggae, and you have the roots rockers reggae, and the kinky reggae and stuff. So we should stop discriminating among ourselves. That way, the boys or the guys in junior high school, the next 5-10 years, when they come and fill the space, they will change the beat we are doing now. It doesn't mean that the legends of today, let's respect, let's honor, let's cherish, the pacesetters, because they paved the way. You listen to them. You were listening to Prior, you were listening to Castro, you were listening to KK Fosu, you were listening to Oforia Ponsa, understand? To understand music. Then it inspired you that you can also do music. So if today you are doing a new genre of music, and that is what the majority are moving with, it doesn't mean that those, generations that came before you, they are dead. No, they are not. So we want to, let me borrow your word, have that cocktail of genres, evolution, beats, rhythms, melodies, hit songs, and so that if you go to the party, somebody about pine, or ball, now we are about or ball, and community, Sekina, Ubejina on us, Ubesa. What you say? But it shouldn't be said. Say, Obeko, now we are giving you some Afrobeat vibes. You have 2 laughs from you. No, we want you to enjoy, Ghanaian concert. We want you to enjoy Ghanaian event. And that is why we are parading, all the artists on this bill. Again, that is also to say, in the next 10 years or in the next 5 years, if new crop of generation have come and the current generation are also classified as some old, who marry them and the new one, So that kind of respect in the war in our industry. If you don't respect Peace FM because of because maybe you are YFM or you are Plus FM, hey, penny depending, the numbers not on the doors. Before respect them. If you don't respect Adom FM, because they were doing the community events, bringing people together, the Tema Fest and the rest. So if today you are YFM and you are doing campus, rave and vibe and stuff, it doesn't mean say Adom FM a trip. The person will put access a market in us. And we want to satisfy all the markets. That's why we're bringing all these legends together. You have Stage J, you have King David. What you say? I have noche. Why na name me catch Kwame appear elho. Okonfo kwa de me Koland in 2003. We actually formed the Ghana Music Awards, UK. Myself and Easy E. Before we transferred it to Alodia. Okay, and back in at Stratford Rex in 2003. Now I hold the concert. So I did before we saw Junior Safon Casa. It is a near break set. Young China radio so and Casa and our Ghana music is not going far. This is the first event we are doing. In March, we are also doing in France, Ghana Music Awards France. June, the awards the Germany. When people say that we should sell Ghana music, this is some of the move that we're doing. I've spoken to some industry people that will need their support. Let's come together, let's support ourselves. Yesterday I told Kibi and Kwame Eugene that guys, go, I'll join you in London. Now you're pushing, you understand? So Nigeria needs to say event because of we don't take it man for some. What do you say? We don't take it. Young promoting. When the Nigerians come here, they see that we are very strong. They will have no choice than to just come, humble themselves and partner us. But when they come and it's like with this one, I said, oh, Charlie, these people here, they might vibe be dead right now. They don't need their sister. They don't go respect us. That is why some of them think that they can come here and easily pass through. No, this is our home. We should protect it. We should protect each and every one. So that in future, the young ones coming can also protect these new ones. You understand? So that is the reason why we are doing this. And I'm very grateful to all of you for supporting this cause. Stage A will come and tell us the whole process, the date, and probably future plans that you have. Any legend that we know, we'll bring them together and have that legendary GH concert in the UK. Thanks so much for coming.
Firstly, thanks to everybody who came here and made it possible. I'm the CEO of Stage Entertainment, and I'll be holding this big event in London. So, can you guys hear me now? Yeah. So, basically, the whole concept of doing this show is to promote Ghana music out there. We all know that we've been having some difficulties for the past close to 5 years with filling the big arenas, the big venues in the UK. So myself and my team, we fought on bringing a massive lineup and then bring it to London. We all know that because of the Nigerians now, London, I can say that London is the, it's the base of Afrobeats now. So if we want to do if we all want to do an event, I feel like we should start from London. So myself and the team fought on bringing this lineup to London and see what we can do. But we've been having a lot of difficulties. Been trying to plan. The people who know me, they know that I've been trying to plan this event for nearly 2 years. It's been very difficult. By the help of God, we're here and we're gonna make this happen on the 26th of March. So firstly, I'd like to thank all the artists. It's not been an easy job talking to most of the artists, talking about there's some of the OGs that you can't even find them where they are. They like King David. I don't know when the last time you saw him perform. There are so many faces that I've not seen. Most of us have not seen in so many years. And we've managed to pull them all out and bring them to this event. So, second of all, I'd like to say thank you to my team as well, because they've been absolutely amazing. Doing calls, checking out venues. Because we know one thing I believe is that we can fill these arenas, but the problem is we're not together. That's one thing that I can say about the game music. We're not together, because if you check the number of people that are in London, just London, I can say the population in London is so big. Then we talk about the likes of Milton Keynes, Northampton, Birmingham, Manchester, Leeds, Reading. So for me, when somebody tells me that we can't fill the big venues, they have experience on saying that, but it's because we're not together. But bringing up this lineup, I'm sure that we can all come together and do a massive history, for not just for our music, but even for the culture. So we see what we can do, and then hopefully I know that we can do this and then project Ghana music to the world. Thank you. Okay, so in terms of the artist lineup, we fall on, if you guys can see the screen, there's a mix of artists, We started off by bringing the old school legends, the high life ones, in terms of like Inchi, King David, then we have the hip life guys like Wade, and then we mixed it up with the new school like Kofi Mole, Tuleke, the La Russo, the Sefa, Mr. Drew. And then we also have the ones who are based in the UK and abroad like Nana Kwame, the Sonia Achiba. Then we have a bit of gospel as well, George Blessing. And then of course we have the big goals like Furian Ponsa, the Samini. And then of course we have to put a bit of group, the likes of Prayer, the Keche, all of these guys will be on the lineup. And for me personally, this is going to be one of the best events that have ever happened abroad, because all of these guys will be together. Imagine the scene when people will see the likes of Prayer coming back together to perform, Keche, all these groups that we haven't seen perform in a long time abroad will bring a lot of headlines. So by the help of God, we're going to do this and make this happen. Thank you. Right, so one of the challenges we've been having, like I said to you, it took us 2 years to put this event on, was the budget wise. Because if you check all the artists on this lineup, we are close to 30 artists. Everyone is going to bring their managers, some will bring the DJs, and then the budget was, at some point, I gave up because, fam, even just bringing one artist, and then the month, you have to check that. You're going to take over the accommodation, the travel, the work employment, and then so many other things, the food, and then imagine bringing a whole squad of 30 people. Some will fly out from America, some will fly out from Canada, so that was one of the challenges that we were having. By the help, I would like to say big thanks to Tena. She's the one Jamaican girl who has been supporting us a lot with funding, and then by the help of her, we're making this event happen. So one other challenge that we are having is that one problem about London is that the timing of our events is extremely hard. We could all do this O2 venues, but they all finish at 11 p.m. So that was one of the massive challenges that we were having, because most of the venues, we would literally go for places like the Mini Center, Royal Regency, but all these venues are held by Africans and Indians. So they also have other challenges in terms of staging, lighting, sound. So that was another massive, challenge for us. But we made it to make it happen. So I would like to also say a big thanks and big congratulations to the likes of Alodia, Dennis. They've been holding this industry down for so many years, you know. And then for the kids like me who are trying to build something like this, you know, I look up to them a lot. So I would like to say a big thanks to them. They've opened a lot of ways for us, you know, to make this happen. So all I can say is that, you know, I can advise as a little brother to all of you guys is that we should all become united. Because if we are not united, you know, I don't think we can make this happen. But if you all come together as one, trust me, these Nigerians, I'm telling you, these whiskey venues that whiskey those are the O2, I can tell you that there's 70% of the people are Ghanaians. But because that we're not united, they won't come to our show. 70%, 60%, they're all Ghanaians kids that they go to these venues. But when we do our venues, it's more likely the people who have come here and they went abroad to live that come to our events. But why does it have to be like that? But I don't also blame all the artists and then the media and stuff. I also blame us because some of our challenges is that our people in the UK, they don't like to pay for shows, you know? Or you need £20 for anything. Because we work out to tell the budget anything like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the challenges that, you know, all the time we face. You know, they all want to see the artist that has arrived before they buy tickets. So sometimes the promoters are here, so you have to share the crowd in terms of like, but you know, if you all come together as one, when you tell the artist, I beg you, post this poster for me, we will post it. But artists the Friday and the Saturday event, that's when it's gonna post it. All this stuff that needs to stop. Because without that, you know, we can't do that. But if you all work together, you know, I'll be like, yo, bro, I beg you, post this for me, post it. When we all work together, I'm saying we all work to do this happen. Because me, personally, I don't see what the Nigerians are doing that better than us. You know what I'm saying? We might have more funding than us, but our music is also quality. Look at the sound that we do. But why is it because that, why we're not together, we can't go far? You know what I'm saying? There's nothing that the Nigerians are doing that we can't do. You know what I'm saying? We started off before them, but you know, they're able to fill these big venues. But I'm sure that if you all come together, you'll all be able to fill these kind of venues.
Especially those of you who called you barely 24 hours and even less than 24 hours, you heeded to our call. Nana is also a Ghanaian based in the UK, and he has the setup, the screen, the sound. And when he came from the UK, he said, look, guy, I want to help. I want to also bring something that I have gained in the UK to support our industry. And ever since, he's been supporting us. Thank you so much, you know, for bringing back what you have acquired in the UK. And again, my brother Kojo Bintu Williams, we've been attending World Travel Market in Essex for so many years. He's the UNWTO Africa Communications Officer and also the Managing Editor and Director for Voyage Afrique. Music and entertainment is an integral part of tourism. And the piece we have in Ghana, event promoters realize that, hey, why don't we use Ghana as a base and hold our events like the Afro Nation, the Afrochella, and the Wonderland, and the rest? It is because of the peace we have here. So foreigners are doing events here and they are using our event organizers to do the event for them. From the Afro Nation, Afrochella, these are not owned by Ghanaians, if you don't know. There are big brains behind them and they use our people to do it. So if we also want to go to the UK and invade there, we need our people to support us so that we can make it. So let us support our brother Stage A and his partners who want to do this and make sure that our industry still run and survive. Thank you very much, God bless.
Thank you. We can't leave now because we now get into the main part of the function where we are going to officially unveil this. So ladies and gentlemen, please let me call on a few of us who are here to join us upstage. Let me start off with my artist friends who are here. Please, Prayer, please, Joshan, Andrew, I see you. Paper, I see you as well. Last minute, please join us here. Who have I slipped and missed for a second? LaRusso, I'm told LaRusso is here. LaRusso, please. Engineer, yes, there you are. Please, thank you very much. All of you join here. And our representative from the media platforms as well. Miss G, I see you. Please, Miss G, Bulldog, I'd like to call all of you on the stage. We're going to do a grand unveiling of this legendary night. Please join me here as well. Arnold, I was looking to pick a word from you, but since you didn't speak, let me let you represent everyone here. Graf, please join as well. Please come this way. Yes, Arnold, we are waiting on you now to pop our fireworks. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to count down to 10. And for a second, I'm going to ask him to please slide his hands on the lady so I can have him on stage. To my brother, Mary Kay, please join me here as well to represent us here. All our special DJs across the world, wherever they are, we have a representation here. Let's all do this together. Our fireworks ready. It's our fire set. So let's count down together from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hip, 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 hip. Hip, 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 hip. But we want to give you a chance in case you've got questions. And please, let me acknowledge the presence of my brother, Sammy Flex. Sammy, big shouts going out to you, my brother. Yes. Now, I'd like to acknowledge, okay, sorry, not that though. But anyway, if you have questions you want to ask, you can just put up your hand. We'll get you the microphone. We are taking just 10 questions in total, real quick answers, whilst food is served, and then we can call it a night.
You know, one of your problems has to do with promotion. Strategy be our simple 2-4. Several bits me a pushy idea like success. Am I? So let's me up to me. Maybe a crossing into the country. So let's me up to me. Now watch how we push program here to bed. Right.
Also bring the UK artists, Ghanaians, who make to bring out all the UK bonds out. So that would be one of our strategies. The second strategy would be to have some UK as a blogging site where they have a huge following that follow those pages.
Your best friend. Also, your best friend. Your best friend. Like I was telling us in the event, like I was telling us in Kansas.
Okay, thank you. By the time we tell the artists the truth, say because we because they take the thing as if they are doing the promoters a favor.
Sure.
So please, artists, it is about time, and I want to see it from today. Say, Mokasi Moncho, Mamma Moka, the Amboa. And Mosha Monia, Papa, wow, Uber promote to what they are doing. So near Dajia, Timothy, Munya train, I'm betting yet. Now, yes, successful. I'm
Socrates are Casa and but we don't want to see ourselves say, will be here to mom, will be a small fast. Yet, I to say, yet you try a home poor say, don't afford to be feeling auditorium, don't afford to be feeling in venues. And that's not saying I don't say, you're better than yet me a feeling venue. And you say, I'm looking for a big break, a big for 2003, 2004. If you don't quite yet, you know, following the trend now. But there are hit songs that Omote Wagana Hansa no Mokwabuchi. Say, yes, artists, but Sakophone, Omoba event that they can jam, and you think this event here. Already, bloggers are one in Yakupo. They've started, you know, about 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, maybe and almost started say announcing it is promotion, you know, course. But said they can hear artists in themselves say occupation. This is a relationship we want to build, not a transaction. If it's a transaction, it's one-time thing. After that, baby, I'll go to idea, it's a transaction. But relationship be a baby and they be alcohol. So what Stage Entertainment has come to stay to revive our music and promote our culture in the diaspora. Now a person, every old artist, any new one, and to be collaborating. We need to support it so that a very sustainable thing. It is your best. And yes, yeah, Pamucho and I say, yeah, yes, but a relationship, a collaboration. Now, you want to say a partnership. A blogger just, told me that I have visa. I say, ticket, you go to me and support it. It's a blog, they said they also open here. Say, half of his tickets for a bit to me and also, it let us support ourselves. Successful. That's all that we can say. But we are doing well. You have your busy schedules, you have other more important things to do. But your presence here is a part of the promotion. I mean, blogging going on, putting it out there, a start of the promotion. Promotion they are starting. And any official launch from now out to a year 26 March. It will be busy on social media. Remember entertainment shows about the sermon. Platform opportunity. Artists, so make yourself available. So they are you bet you. For people prior or London. People want to see prior perform in London. They want to see, I can't say Obama it's rough and smooth. Because a hit song somebody are sapping. It is bet to me. The young support the young now any successful. Thank you.
Stage. Okasa bebre, because I'm in fact can come. A lot the I can say it in video on my specific reasons, and reasons here valid. Because I don't go back to that. But one problem, me my promote UK events both Nigeria and Ghana. I think about we Ghanaians. They say, "Hey, I promote your events, you localizing." As the Nigerians near your media, it is like Omoyama, the whole Africa and the whole world. A count meeting a year, Omoya huge numbers. It's Yama, even though who can be said, young brought together. And here one key thing about why. But here back together, Yama mentality, and change it from the local, because a Ghanaian event never be. Even though a Ghanaian event, but you got for different, different country, and for you to get the numbers, you need to change the mentality. You have to let the mentality be African event, even though it's a Ghanaian event. This is how the Nigerians are able to survive. They are able to break through the UK market, the American market. It's break a card American.
Nice one. Nice one.
Stage light, UK. I work with Alodia and Akaba UK. One thing American say, artists in the show, seriously. Say, a stage in the way, sound the way, over for artists way, also make sound check, every check. And I move it through her, as some of money a can different. Obi Timboka said that I Liverpool Street, yes, I remember that.
Share.
And yet easy. Say that is a car, Obeka so meet me more be a deal, but yet I'm not sure. So, Munya be drinking, yeah. Who have rappers or best sound check and Obama and communicate to one another side of the when they will be in a mayor shopping. And you never be brave because Ghana music out from day one. And also Miss Ghana, you can because of this stage lighting, but I say I'm not out there to say a lot of people don't know me. Until I'm a trouble place, and more back, anyone the Bay Journal. And also the main event organizers almost feel the pressure to event organizers, you know, so I'm not very confused. I know a person more person will come, but yes, why?
And I think I'll go. And with the good evening, Mr. Socrates, I said, no, and I did food, but welcome on coffee. Like you making a point, but then welcome on coffee. And with that, personally, we see artists we do work show, and we do video, crowd in na every na like we video now putting on the stage or perform on track crowd. Why? Because now kasa no usher crowd no on appetizing. On film man, on the promotion maybe and one quay and farm or some large crowd be. Tell them my union go to go post and with the year. But then some local show, never give me the make a perform. I'm an artist. Me join you now there. Mark when the crowd you know go actually no boost to morale to perform here. So there are times it too you will be the program, no fly yet tag one now they you promote what's in the womb. It's all about you the artist actually was before I was working on this. I'm here one year one supporter then George made me there show and says show in your mark and once. Into the room. We should all join hands. Because Secretary can be before now, but maybe before young general had it. But no crowd or we should all come together, promote this show because in Ghana for every day we are complaining Nigeria for why they, but if we don't come together, we don't do this. They ever complain the man, it's Mr. Raman. Then we fly why we post, Charlie Bia post, update, what story, Kasafa, Homoko, Bibiana. You to me, on your field, but I want to see.
Invite friends. We all have friends in UK, London, everywhere, neighboring, even Ireland, all the neighboring countries. Invite them to come around, you know, because I was in UK when the Whiskey show was happening. All my friends around, empty, all left somewhere for all the 3 day shows. And we're inviting friends, so we're going with their friends, calling other friends. So I think when we get there, we should be calling friends. Well, if you are invited or you're buying tickets and you know you can even afford for a friend, buy for a friend. So we should tell our friends to tell their friends and friends. And then some of us to have foreign friends like Nigerians and all. Invite your Nigerian friends. Oh, tell us that me to my show they can't happen. I come your Whiskey show. Come my own. You understand? So I think when we do that, we'll get another. Thank you.
Part of our strategies to try and fill the 5,000 capacity person arena. You should understand that it's 5,000 capacity. It is never been there. So once we understand that this is what the work is, we put in all our best. The other strategy we put together is to try to get our brothers from Nigeria to come and support this dream. Because once you need to understand that the market that we are operating in, there are other people who are involved in filling the numbers. So we have the likes of Council from the UK, we have Compilation who was born in the UK, who's Ghanaian as well. We also have J-Mills, we have AD. So these are some of the artists that we have also negotiated to put on the lineup to make sure that we are able to fill that 5,000.
So great. You, because for you I take the mic. You grow, sometimes you show it. No, I don't want to talk any foul way. You grow, sometimes you show it. The people all you see for here, they be professionals. Yes, we all we know say we get problem for one industry. But don't come and sit there like you feed somebody. They talk anyhow. I beg you. Because all you are take the mic. And now my artist, I beg. And they tell the organizer right now. I like how Elombini ended. He said, let's take inspiration, right? I beg. I go fit tell you and swear on my last one Ghana way in my pocket. Yeah? Say, the thing Whiskey do for them, yeah? The 3 days consistent. Yeah? Half of the people when they go that place, it be free. This thing, it be move. We all the do it. We not be today. It's like you are promoting. I see you with this guy. He's very talented. Chief One. Look, there are a lot of artists you are building. I mean, fan base you are building. Where they don't be real fans, but they bring them along. This is where it can be so. Now, the organizer needs to sit down with all the artists and make them understand what we do. If we say we are going there to push Ghana on the map, we go do it. But if we go and feel so, we come down, Charlie, I get some girl for there, for go eat them and come, go shopping, nothing, one we will go come sit there with the same narrative. These Nigerians, they understand this thing. 4 years ago, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, Nigeria, if you say Nigeria, now it be 419. Today when you mention Nigeria, it be Whiskey. Yeah, the Afrobeat, exactly. We can do this if we come together. I beg.
it's a conversation we all need to have. The artist has a part to play, the organizer has a part to play as well. So I beg, maybe if we for lay down the foundation for the rest to come forward. Let's do that. Because if you Nkrumah them so die, we don't go there here today. So I beg, let's all come together and make this thing happen. Yeah?
I think Prioritata mentioned something very important. Sometime back, one of the BET Awards, the Nigerian counterparts were there and the Ghanaian counterparts were there, and a very, very funny thing happened. So we realized that the Nigerian counterpart had managed to rally up a lot of Nigerians in California to come for the BET Awards, come to the hotel of the artists, and form this whole association, and they went in their numbers to support their artists. Unfortunately, for us the Ghanaians who were also in California, we were just 4. Only 4 of us were there. We couldn't rally up anybody. We didn't hear from any Ghanaians in California to come and join and help. Even the 4 of us who were there, we were at 4 different places, so communication was a problem. But that's how far it goes to say that we need family and friends to make this happen. So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, please, let's welcome Amanda to give us a vote of thanks, and then we can bring this event to a close.
So on behalf of Stage A Entertainment, Career Management Services, and Legendary Challenge, I want to say thank you to everyone who made it here, to all the press, the media houses, TV, radio stations, bloggers, everyone, to all the artists who made it here. I want to say thank you so much, and we ask you to support this event. This is ours. It's not for anyone. It is ours. So thank you so much. If you stay right home, God bless you. I'll meet you on the evening. Thank you.
Okay, so welcome to Sammy Flex TV. My name is Nana Reagan, aka the Beef Nation President. We are here at the Legendary's lunch inside Accra, and I'm here with the CEO of Stage A Entertainment. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Right.
You have really said a lot about the Legendary Night in UK coming up on 26 March. On ticket sales, what strategies are you putting in place to sell tickets?
I mean, we'll start off with an early bird, see what happens, and then we'll go with the standard tickets, and we'll also have VIP tickets. So it goes in 3 ways. So those are the strategies that we are putting to put this event on.
I think Alodia made that comment because of how Ghanaians struggle to, fill auditoriums in the UK and all of that. Apart from you just selling tickets, in your submission you also said that you are going to use some blocks in the UK to attract African countries. How are you going to make our music reach these African countries that people, within this short period, people are going to say, okay, I want to come and see this artist you are billing?
I mean, if you look at the lineup, it has a lot of old school guys. So, I mean, there's so many Ghanaians out there, but most of the times, it's more on the younger generation. So look under the lights of Buforian Ponsan, the KK Fusu, all the older generation people will come out. And also by having the young ones, and we are trying to put 1 or 2 Nigerian artists on the bill to also bring out not just Ghanaians, but even the Nigerians and other part of the Nigerian countries to bring it out and then do a massive event.
I know there are a lot of Ghanaian communities back there in the UK, and I know there will be Kenya. I want to believe there's Liberia. I want to believe there's Nigeria. Apart from you promoting it in these communities in London, what are you going to do here in Africa? I know here in Ghana, you are going to be doing radio tour, TV interviews and stuff. When you go to Kenya, when you go to Togo, when you go to Liberia, here in Africa, what are you going to do?
I mean, I'm just going to do my job. I mean, projecting Ghanaian music to the world, you know what I'm saying? Because I know for sure that Ghanaian music is not just played in Ghana. Because if you look at maybe, let me give an example. I hired Sydney, you know what I'm saying? Sydney, African Money. All these songs are worldwide. All these songs are very, very big in other African countries, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, we can do this by bringing all this lineup and then bring it successful.
As event promoter, this is the maiden show of the Legendary Night, right? So, if things don't go the way you expect, what's going to be your next action?
I mean, you can't defeat me very easily like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm very, I'm telling you, it took me 2 years to put this event on. People were saying, oh, Charlie, Akwari de Wasan, you know what I'm saying? This artist is dead, don't bring him. But me, I'm someone who I'm focused. I don't care what people say. If you tell me there's an artist that can't even pull 10 people, I'll tell you, say that artist for me, it can even be very, very big and it can pull out because I know what every artist can do. It's in Ghana, unfortunately, that we don't really rate artists. I can say, oh, artists with the way trim. Now, it shouldn't be like that. We should all come together and support every artist because every artist has done a lot for this industry. If you do that, if you look at the lineup, every single artist on this bill has done a lot for the country. And I know that we're going to be very, very successful by doing this event and projecting to the world. And I know that it's going to make huge, huge headliners.
All right, thank you very much.